New at 6 tonight, a woman and her two sons are in Medford visiting family, and they can't get home. She and her two boys live in Beijing, and even though their future is uncertain, they are keeping a positive attitude as they wait to see what happens with the coronavirus. Alicia Rubin brings us their story.
Diana is a Chinese author, artist, art teacher, and mom. She met Robin McFarland, who lives in Medford, back in 1996, while Robin was teaching English in China.
We got further acquainted, and then I would go to Beijing, and she was in Beijing then. She'd moved, and so our friendship went on and on.
Ever since then, Robin and Diana have visited each other every few years.
We really have a very close connection.
But this year's visit hasn't exactly gone as planned.
We plan to come to Medford first, maybe for 2 weeks. That's the Spring Festival. So we stay there with the family, and then we go to visit friends in Chicago, and also there's some other friends live in San Francisco. So that's the plan, like 6 weeks, family and friends, and some domestic trip. That's what we planned ahead.
And she came the next to last day that planes flew from China here.
That was on January 23rd.
At that time, of course, we know about the coronavirus. It's something in China. It's happened, but it's basically a local thing in Wuhan, that area. And we lived in Beijing. It's really far from Wuhan. So, of course, we stick with our plan.
In the days following their arrival, the coronavirus spread.
The day we landed here, seems the thing changed. It's no more local in Wuhan. It's kind of spread nationwide, and then another 2 days maybe the flight canceled and it's go international, and well, it's something really huge.
The spread of the virus changed their plans for future travel. Diana decided to stay put, no longer going to visit friends in Chicago and San Francisco.
Well, we were in quarantine, loosely speaking. We sort of self-did it for 2 weeks. I didn't visit anybody.
For 2 weeks, Robin, Diana, and Diana's two boys stayed home.
I got a cold, and I went to see my doctor, and he said, no, you don't have the symptoms of the fever or the chills or the chest congestion. You don't have the virus, because I asked if it was necessary to check, and he said no.
Today is the day Diana and her sons were supposed to go back to China.
They put an announcement on the website. Yeah, that's a Chinese airline. They canceled all the flights during February and March.
While they wait for their opportunity to go back home, Diana is making the most of the situation and has been using the time to create new art, has started to write her third book, and her boys are going to school online.
They are doing well. Yeah, of course I'm concerned about them because our school back in China already started. They start online class because all the children are at home. So, well, but that's not easy for the children to do the online class all the time.
Now, Diana's visa goes until July, and Robin says she's happy to have them there with her, saying it's like having an extended family again. Only time will tell when Diana and her boys will be able to make it back home to China.